Today, I'm going to share with you all of Monday.com's newest updates from September 2025. So let's jump in to see all of the amazing new features that have been added to the platform.
Hi, my name is Tara, and I'm a certified Monday.com partner and the founder of Simple Day. My goal is to help you build powerful yet simple workflows with Monday.com. If you need help with a custom implementation, my contact details are in the description below. Let's jump into today's tutorial and make Monday the best part of your week.
The first CRM update for this month is the addition of automations for a round robin. So if I go into the automation center and I search for Robin, you can see that I have these round robin assignments. And essentially, you can see that there are 6 different automations that I can use. So let's just look at one, for example. This is when a date arrives, assign an available person from a certain team to the person column. So essentially what Monday's doing is they're randomly assigning people based on this system to, let's say, a lead. So in a CRM, where someone is tracking leads and giving them to salespeople, sometimes it needs to be in this round robin option where it's not like one person always gets the next lead, but it's who's ever available. And what this does is it automatically assigns a person based on that. So let's just take another example. We'll click on this one when status changes. So I'm going to choose when my stage changes, assign available people from a team. So I need to create a team. I don't have teams here. That's why it's not showing up. And I'm going to assign them as the owner in this round robin. So it's going to automatically assign them. Pretty cool update. The second CRM update is Deal Insights. What that is it's an AI feature that reviews all of the details and everything that's going on within a deal and shows me a summary right within the item card view. Monday AI had a huge release this month. They released Monday Notetaker. What Monday Notetaker is a bot that joins all of your calls. It can join Zoom, Google Meet, and Teams, and it records the calls. Not only does it record the call, but it will create summaries that you have within your Monday board. Now, in addition to actually having summaries, you can create action items and you can ask an AI bot within the recording questions about the call. So let's say you have a question like who joined the call or what do I need to know about this? What are my items? You can ask those questions to an AI bot directly within Monday. I don't even have access to this feature yet, but I'm really excited to see how it works. I do know that it is not something that will consume AI credits, but it's an additional add-on fee to your Monday subscription. I can't wait to test this one out. If you're using workflows and you want to edit a workflow, you currently need to fully stop the workflow. So for example, within workflows, I have a workflow that automatically sends out emails to potential customers. If I need to make a change to that workflow and edit it, I have to stop the workflow. So anyone that would potentially be getting those emails is basically like on pause or hold. What Monday just introduced is the ability to edit workflows, but without stopping the ones that are currently running. Another update to workflows is that I can have a trigger of when a board is created. So here you can see my trigger of when a board is created, and I choose the workspace, and then I can use that to trigger something else. So maybe I want to say when a board is created in a specific workspace, then maybe always add a task to that board or do something else. There's tons of options here. But the new thing is the trigger of when a board is created within workflows. It's a new block within workflows. Workflows also came out with another block that allows you to get the latest update from an item. So here you can see in this workflow, when the status changes to working on it, I'm going to pull an update. And then from this, you can add more triggers. So one example could be is maybe if you get approval for something and you then can say, okay, in the update, we wrote the approval, therefore change status or therefore do something else. So you're using the update section to create actions within this workflow builder to trigger other things to happen based on an update. There also was an update to the Gmail block within workflows. So as you can see from this image, I have rich text formatting, plus I can add attachments within the workflow when I want to send out an email from Gmail. Within Monday Workforms, they added the option to add tags to the URL. So for someone who's not a marketer and familiar with UTMs, let me explain what this is. Basically, what a UTM is a unique tracking link that or information that you want to add to a URL. So let's make a really easy example. Let's say I'm running a fall campaign and I want to put it on YouTube, Facebook, and Google. Now, I want to know which people came from what source. So, and let's just say then those people are then going to my Monday work form. So what I can do is generate a URL to the form and change one parameter of the URL so that way the information comes in. So if you go within your work forms, you can see here's a place, here's my form and I'm in settings. Here you can see I have form tags. So the first one that I did is the UTM source is Google. Now, if I copy this link, I just want to show you what it looks like. You can see here, it says that my source is Google. So what I would do is take this link and put it in any of my Google ads. And when it shows up on my board, I'm just going to show you over here. This was the test that I did. You can see that it shows up as Google. Now, if I change this to say source is Facebook, and I would put this on Facebook, then what happens is the UTM in my second test comes out as Facebook. So this is a tool mostly for marketers when you use forms that you can use the same form in different places and then pull in data of where the form was submitted. For example, like these different sources that I mentioned here. I'm really excited about this feature because as someone who's worked in marketing for a really long time, it's really important to understand where your potential customers are coming from. You can also reuse questions in conditional logic within Workforms. Watch this video to see how it's done. This is another huge update to the Monday platform. What you have here is an Autopilot Hub. Essentially, what it is a place where I can manage all of my integrations, all of my workflows, and all of my automations. I can see my account health, any critical issues, major issues, or minor issues. I can filter and I can see where each one is, what the error is. You can see that there's an AI bot that can help me define the error. And I can see how often my automations are running. Here it's telling me 94%. If it's on a specific board, it will take me to that specific board to show me where the issue is. I have no doubt that this is going to be a feature that's going to be added on into the future. But as people are managing their accounts and adding more automations, integrations, workflows, it's great to have one centralized place for all of this. Managed templates also got an upgrade. If you're in the Monday.com enterprise plan, You can have your template connected to up to 1,000 instances. It used to be 200. The platform as a whole got 2 AI updates. The first, and I don't have access to it, so I'm just telling you about it, is that if you create a view and you create a customized view, which is basically like a blank canvas for dashboards, you have a prompt that says, what dashboard can we create for you? And the AI bot will create dashboards for you. So for example, you can tell it, I want you to create a dashboard that tracks how many leads I have per month, and it will create it for you. The second one is that when you open the column center, you can tell the AI bot what type of column you want, and it will automatically add it to your board. There's been an enhancement to the connected board columns. Basically, if let's say there's 2 boards that are connected and I don't have access to one of the boards, then I can't see the connected board column on the second board. Now, instead of not being able to see the connected board column, I will be able to see the actual column, but everything will be marked as NA, and I'll get a message saying that I need access to the second board. So this is an easy way for someone to know, oh, I don't have access to that connected board column, and they can ask their administrator for access. This new feature allows specific assignment notifications to be muted based on specific people columns. In the new list view widget, which basically pulls all of my tasks, and I can also pull tasks from a lot of different boards, there's new limit restrictions. Instead of being 20,000 items, it goes up to 100,000 items. What that means is you can essentially pull 100,000 different items from different boards into one place. Keep in mind, there may be a limit, there is actually a limit in terms of the number of boards that you can pull from, but the limit of the amount of items has increased. If you're working with sub-items and depending on the view, there's different restrictions, but going from 20,000 to 100,000 is a huge jump. With this new feature, I can essentially manage the content within a workspace much more easily. I can click a number of boards at a time that I want to delete or archive simply by going to the home page of the workspace and clicking on those boards.
Hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, and remember to subscribe to receive tips and tricks on how to use Monday.com. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.
I hope that seeing all of these new and exciting updates from Monday.com will spark more ideas for you to update your workflows to make them even more efficient. If you need help with making your workflows even more efficient than they currently are, or you want to add in some of these new features, contact us. Our details are listed below in the description. I'd love to see how we can help you.